Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lordina. I make videos helping you guys on your academic journey, as well as making weekly vlogs showcasing my journey as an A-level student. As you can tell from the title of this video, I will be showing you guys my experience with A-levels, specifically for the first year, which is year 12, as I'm currently will be going into year 13 this September. Just a quick disclaimer, everyone's experience with A-levels is different and it will vary from person to person. This is just generally my experience with my A-levels. I have timestamps down below if you want to skip to a particular part. However, I highly recommend you watch the whole video. Without further ado, let's get on to the video. Homeschool or away. So I went to my sixth form's homeschool. So I pretty much knew everyone there, as these were the people I've been going to school with since year 7. So in terms of making friends, it wasn't that hard because, like I said, I pretty much know everyone. In fact, I really wanted to go to a completely different sixth form. However, I was given predicted grades just like anyone else who was class of 2020, and they did me so dirty with the predicted grades, but there wasn't really much I could do about it. And when I was applying to different sixth forms at the time, I actually felt like I couldn't apply as my predicted grades weren't the best, so I thought that they wouldn't take me in. However, looking back, I actually still should have applied because a friend who goes to the sixth form I wanted to go to actually got in and we had similar predicted grades. I just really wanted a new change of environment. It's because having been at a school for 5 years and still being at that same school for another 2 years just seems so draining to me. However, with my school, luckily we have 2 separate buildings, one for sixth form and one for the lower school from year 7 to 11. What really broadened my sixth form experience was that I went to another school. Let me explain. So basically, my home school is connected to 2 other schools within the city. So this allows us to have really broad A-level options as all the schools are in partnership with each other. So we actually had a minibus that alternated between all 3 schools in the morning, lunchtime and after school. This may be quite different to other sixth forms. So actually the majority of my subjects, my biology and chemistry, is at one of the partner schools, and I literally rarely have any lessons in my home school. So that just explains the whole situation and what my sixth form is like, as this is a bit different to, I guess, the average sixth form where sixth form is just there and you just go to that school. Which A-levels did I pick and why? So I'm going to tell you the A-levels that I picked, as I did alternate quite a few, and I'm also going to tell you why, as this links to my career options and what I had in mind of what I wanted to do in the future at the time. So right now I'm currently doing A-level graphics, biology and chemistry. However, what I initially started with was English literature, single media, biology and chemistry. Now going on to why I picked them. Biology and chemistry, throughout all the times I switched, I was always going to pick biology and chemistry because I was really focused on doing medicine as a career. So biology and chemistry, well, chemistry is a necessity and I wanted to know science, so biology and chemistry was the reason why I picked that. Single media, bit out of the blue, but I absolutely love anything to do with media, so pretty much things to do with the film industry, seeing movies, just anything to do with film, to be honest. And I absolutely love that. And I really felt that it was really important that I picked a subject that wasn't relaxed, but it was something that I really enjoyed. So it was a really great balance between the chemistry, biology and English literature, which are very content-heavy subjects compared to single media. And then I also picked English literature because I really enjoyed it during GCSE. I actually wasn't sure myself if it was something I was going to stick with, is because the poetry really put me off for GCSE and I felt like it would put me off for A-levels, and I was right. So all the subjects I just mentioned, I was doing all of them at my home school, so I didn't have to travel or I didn't have to take the minibus to do my lessons at another school. Swapping subjects. So swapping subjects wasn't as smooth as I'd thought it would be. Like I mentioned earlier, because my home school is in partnership with 2 other schools, swapping subjects meant that my whole timetable would change, which isn't really necessarily fun, but yes, that's what happened. I realised that English literature wasn't for me, and I realised the single media course I didn't really like it because it wasn't hands-on. It was very much doing like a lot of writing. You didn't really get to do that many practicals. So with double media, you got to like create music videos, create short movies. So I swapped from single media to double media. Double media equivalated to 2 A-levels. So if I decided to do double media, that meant that I had to drop English literature. So that's what I did. So that meant that I ended up doing double media, which is a BTEC, biology and chemistry. And because I decided to make such a drastic change, my biology and chemistry was moved from doing it at my home school to doing it at a partner school. And this is where I had to go through the process of making new friends, etc., trying to adapt to the new environment and obviously the teachers, because I've never had these teachers before. Biology, it was a really smooth transition, whereas chemistry, I will talk about it later on, but I did struggle on it in anything else in life. When you do move to a new environment, it can be like a bit awkward until you settle down. So that is what happened with the first time I swapped. So then I swapped again, and this was for the final time. So I'm currently doing biology, chemistry and double media. Like I mentioned earlier, I still wanted to do medicine. It was something I've always been persistent with since year 9, since picking triple science. And little did I know, which is why you guys should honestly do research. Do research on what A-levels you need to do a particular course in university. Because I was doing 2 A-levels, biology and chemistry, and I was doing a BTEC. Medicine does not allow any BTECs, so you have to do 3 A-levels. I thoroughly checked. 2 A-levels and a BTEC just didn't make the cut, and I was like, wow, oh my goodness, that is so long. Because I really enjoyed double media so much, it was like my favorite subject ever, but unfortunately I had to swap. I swapped the double media course to A-level graphics. Luckily this wasn't at another school. I was still doing double media at my home school, and when I swapped to graphics, I was still at my home school, so that was pretty chill. The only last creative course that fits within my timetable was graphics. I'll speak about my subjects in another video. That was the final time I swapped, and yes, it was a bit of a whirlwind. I swapped 2 times, and having done research prior, I wouldn't have to have gone through this whole switching and swapping thing. So that is my little story of like how I switched A-levels and how I got to do the A-levels that I'm currently doing today. Don't know what an EPQ is. It's just an extended project qualification. I speak more about the benefits of that in my previous video, so you should go ahead and check that out. I got the option to do an EPQ around the beginning of year 12, however I couldn't do it. I struggled so much with chemistry. I just couldn't have something on top of all of that. It was just too much for me, so that's why I didn't do an EPQ then. But I do highly recommend, if you can, to do an EPQ like at the beginning of year 12, unless you don't mind doing your EPQ over the summer holidays of year 12, then I do recommend you do it as soon as possible and get it done and out of the way. However, I'm currently doing EPQ right now, and this EPQ will lead on to year 13, so I just got to see how that's going to happen, as year 13, as I could imagine, would be a hectic year. If you've been watching my videos for everything to do with preparation of year 12, I'm creating this like little mini series, and if you practice being organized and handling things on time and revision within the first couple of weeks, you should find having an EPQ on top of that, you should find that manageable for you guys. Social life in sixth form. I spoke about this more in my last video. Honestly, in sixth form, everyone is just chilling. We're just trying to get through the 2 years of sixth form because it's really intense. And like I mentioned in my other video, everyone is very much more matured in sixth form. It's a much more like professional environment, which I really like. The school that I go to, the away school where I do my biology and chemistry, we even have group chats where we can just help each other out, and it's just really chill, to be honest. I really have no complaints with like the social life of sixth form. You guys should definitely watch my productive weekly vlogs as an A-level student, as you get an insight on my day-to-day activities, prepping for for year 13, university, all the academic stuff, as well as the fun stuff. So definitely hit that notification bell and hit the subscribe button. If you guys found this video helpful, give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll be posting much more videos helping you guys with year 12. Overall, just trying to prep you as much as possible to ease your transition from GCSEs to A-levels. Yep, so thumbs up this video if you found it of any value or help. Really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.